Hey, what's going on, family? TSpeaks here. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Happy 4th of July. I wanted to get on to speak to you guys a little bit about something that's very, very important. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 3, it says, dreams come through a multitude of businesses, but a fool is known by the multitude of words. I wanted to just break that down for a little bit to kind of get rid of the misnomer of a couple things. Number one, working will cause your dreams to come true. Now, this is scriptural, and of course, you guys know I am a Bible-believing individual. But it also identifies what a fool is known for. So the first part of that, when it's saying that for dreams come through the multitude of businesses, it is right there saying that the road or the path in order to have your dreams to come true, your dreams of being financially free, your dreams of not worrying about the recession, not worrying about gas prices, not worrying about tuition, not worrying about the things in life that we have to sometimes contend with. When is the mortgage getting paid? How soon are the property tax going to be due? If we're going to put those inside of the actual mortgage payment or pay those once a year. Trust me, I've been through all of that first. What do we want to do in order to get things done and accomplished around the house? Do we need a new roof? The dreams that you have of not having to care about any of those things, according to the word of God, says that they're going to come through businesses. It does not say it's going to come through your job. It doesn't say that it's going to come through your well-paying job. It doesn't say it's going to come through your better job, because a lot of people, a lot of individuals, and believe me, I am definitely as guilty. I was an individual who thought at one point, my job, if I work hard enough, run fast enough and long enough, I'm going to yield enough money in order to cause my dreams, that what I thought, imagination, to come true. And I had big dreams of not only one house, but several houses and several houses, and also rental properties and traveling the world. And I even maybe had a dream about having a dog. That part of the dream still has not come true because I don't want a dog right now. So I had the thought, and I was programmed to think that way. And literally from the consecration camps that I heard someone say, those things that we call schools, they told me to work hard, to get a good job. And then they kind of painted the picture of what success would be from having a job and going to school. So it's the good steps. Go to school, get good grades, although I knew people that did not get good grades. So that was an exception. And then get a good job, though I knew people who did not get a good job. I was fortunate to have a good job. You guys know, some of you, that I was a vice president on Wall Street, vice president of portfolio management and operations. So I considered a pretty good job, a pretty decent title. I was told to do that to get the dream. But isn't it ironic that the word shifts off and doesn't focus on you having a job? Even a job paying $150 a year, even a job paying $250 a year, even a job paying $350 or whatever it is. The Bible doesn't give if you have a job paying this much, then your dreams will come true. It goes straight into if through your businesses, your dreams will come true. Now, why is that? Because, and here's the reason why, I believe, according to the word, your job is only going to get you but so far. Yes, it may get you the first house. Yes, it may get you a few cars, and it may take you on a few vacations. But sooner or later, what's going to happen is your dreams are going to be up here. Your ability to make those dreams come true are going to be down here. And it's going to be further and further apart as you dream, because man naturally wants more for himself. He wants to literally acquire more. He wants to do more. He wants to be better. It's just something innate, most people. There are some exceptional people who just basically don't want anything more than a remote control and a recliner that's kind of comfortable to their body contortions, and they just pretty much sit there all day flicking channels and they don't want any more. I'm not talking about those individuals. I'm talking about those of us who somehow keep raising the bar on our own expectations for ourselves. The Bible speaks about being able to get those things that we imagine, that we dream about. Because get this, dreams are oftentimes the prelude of what you can have, that what God is going to give you. Dreams are those things that says you can have them if you go after them. You have to chase them. You have to pursue them. And the Bible says that those dreams can only be pursued and apprehended, which means to grab a hold of, to take a hold of them, the financial freedom, to be able to get on a flight whenever you want, and to go wherever you want, to take your kids away, to travel on a one-way ticket, which I'm going to do next with the boys. They don't know it yet. Just to travel in one way, and you decide to come back when you feel like coming back. That type of financial freedom comes from business. This is according to the word. So your dreams will come through the multitude of businesses. So it's really saying more than one business. So it's saying you can do one business, maybe having different avenues to do that business, to have it. To 10x your business, to do premium value offers, to do affiliates, to do things like marketing up your ebook, whatever your business is going to be. And I know that may sound kind of obscure to some people who have basically lived their whole lives according to having a job. And you kind of set your sights on rising up through the ranks and getting to the top level on your job. And if need be, we'll transfer to another job because they're going to give us a bump in salary and give us $8,500 more a year, or some very fortunate $15,000, and maybe you have a larger share of the profit sharing and things of that nature. But we have always used the vehicle, if you will, the path of a job. And yet the word is saying that it's through your businesses. So what the word is really saying, and here's the interpretation: don't look outward for what you want inward. Look inward in order to give yourself what you want inward. So in other words, I am responsible for my dreams. I am responsible, and I have the ability in order to make those dreams come true. Because the Bible doesn't say that you have the multitude and you could have the businesses, through the businesses. You could have your dreams come true through the businesses. The word could. It doesn't say that. It says they come through. It's a definitive statement, meaning it's an absolute. There is nothing to be taken away from it. It is nothing to be added. It is a complete synthesis. You will have your dreams coming through your businesses. They will not come through your job, although that is a way that you can use a job in order to get your businesses. And we'll do that on a teaching on another time that we'll talk. But here's the thing. If I'm told to look inwardly, why are most people looking outwardly at a boss in a job in order to bring their dreams to reality or for them to come true? I'll tell you why. Because it's easier. Let's face it, it's easier for someone to give you a to-do list and you can follow it. Some people can follow it exceptionally well. From the moment you get into the office to each time that you're going to complete a task, to the time you're going to take a break, to the time you're going to go to lunch, to the time you can take a cigarette break, to the time that you go to the bathroom, to the time that you're going to spend on the phone, whatever the case may be. And if you're not in the office, the time that you're going to go and fix how many clients' internet service, to the time that you're going to perform open heart surgery. I don't care what it is, it's a task. You have these tasks set up and you're following those same tasks you're following to the letter for the day. That's kind of easy. And at the end of the day, you go, okay, I did those tasks. That's it. I'm going home. Now I'm going home to my life. Now I'm going home to think and decide what I want to do. The Bible is literally saying that's not the way in order to acquire your dreams. In order to apprehend the things that you dream about are going to come through your businesses. And most people become fearful because they're going to have to set up their own schedule, right? They're going to have to decide how, first and foremost, they're going to have to come to the realization of, can I have a business? Notice the Bible doesn't say that you can't. But it says literally, it makes a statement almost as if that's a guarantee. That's a prerequisite. You can have it. And your dreams will come through the businesses that you have. But people have to kind of be told, or if you will, given permission to actually think or to believe that they can have a business. My friends, I want to tell you right now, I want to take this opportunity, this moment in space and time, to tell you, you can absolutely start your own successful business. And you can 10x your business, and you can scale your business up, and you can have exponential growth out of your business. You absolutely can. The first step is believing that you can. That is the first step you have to do. You have to believe that it's possible. You have to believe that it's not just them, but it's you included. And if there's anyone, and here's the thing, There are people that are successful at this principle that don't even believe in the Bible. But it is because they are following the Bible principles and getting the same results that's available to each and every one of us. It's almost as if I give you these instructions. Now get this. I've just thought about this. If you have faith and confidence on your boss that says, I'm going to give you this paycheck every 2 weeks if you do this, this, and this. God is saying, I will allow you to have these things if you follow these principles. Period. Whose report are you going to believe? Who has a better track record? I'll tell you this. God is successful 100% of the time. What his word, I've noticed in my own life, the lives of friends and colleagues, that it is always true. What he says that he will do, he does. Versus a boss is flesh. And he is apt to at times tell untruths or retract a statement or sometimes just deny that they made the statement to begin with. So if I'm supposed to look inward, and most people struggle with that, they can do it. They struggle with the confidence of feeling as if they can have the business. They don't take the first step of faith and say, I'm going to start this business. Because if you don't believe that you can, you'll never do it. If you didn't believe that it was going to rain outside, you would never take an umbrella. It's kind of like what you believe, you account for by an action. So if you believe that you can have a business, and you can, like everyone else can, and here's the unique part, everyone starts at the same place. When starting a business, everyone, there are maybe people more intelligent in certain areas, but everyone can start a business. Everyone has a gift that can be built up into a business, and it can be scaled into an offer, and it can be sold to clients who are, get this, waiting for it. In other words, there are people who are waiting for what you have to offer, but you first have to believe it. You have to change your mind from saying it's only them to saying I'm included, to saying I can do the same thing. One of the things I always used to do whenever I looked at an individual is I would always go, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, just like I have. I can do exactly what they do. They may be better at it initially, but I can do it. I've just had that mindset forever. Maybe that's what caused me to jump. Maybe that's what actually sent me over the ledge into my own, to becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe that's what did it, is because I felt like, why can't I do it? I don't see anything special in you. You're not 100 feet tall, and you can't bench 1,000 pounds. So that means that what you can do, I can do. And the Bible is saying it's an equal playing field when you believe that you can do it. I'm talking about when you can't be talked out of it. That's when you begin to start taking a step. A step looks like this. I believe that I can teach individuals how to fix computers because I'm good at computers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a to-do list together, and I'm going to give away a free ebook, or I'm going to do a webinar teaching individuals how to fix computers. Do you understand how many people, and of course I just made this up, but it is true, how many people have computers that they need help with, that they don't necessarily want to go and take it to a store, and maybe they don't want to have the information revealed at the store at Geeks or Staples or some other store, that they would rather just work on their computer themselves? And then they look on YouTube and they see someone saying, hey, the top 3 ways that you can repair a computer and save money. The 6 ways that you can actually go and fix your computer and save thousands of dollars by having to buy another one. That means that that person gets on, starts teaching. Next thing you know, he literally invents an ebook, and he's telling people to give it, and he gives it away, because what you're doing is you are answering a problem. You are answering a question with an answer. So how do I fix my computer? You're coming through with that computer. Once you start to teach that, you package that up, you get that into a funnel, you actually start teaching it on a larger scale, you present it to the public, and guess what? Thousands of people, I promise you, maybe even millions, considering we have almost 8 billion people, are going to be looking for how to fix their computer. Why can't the answer be found in you? Starting a business, believe it or not, okay, it takes more steps than that. But those are, if you will, the big steps to take. Those are the large steps. Kind of like getting up in the morning and getting dressed. I don't mention brushing your teeth or praying and stuff, but those things are inside there in the little details. So if I can get my dreams to come true, and I can believe that I can start a business, I'm already in the process of formulating what kind of business. I'm going to join a challenge. I'm going to get with someone who actually did it, who knows it, who's actually gone and walked and has the footprints to show me how to do it. That's when you literally have to start investing in yourself. You're not necessarily paying someone else. You're investing in yourself by giving them what they require in order to teach you how to do it, because it will pay for itself. No one, but I mean no one. You don't go to driving school to learn how to drive without paying the instructor. You don't watch TV without paying for a TV and paying for the electricity. You pay for everything, but the end will justify the means. The outcome will justify what you did in order to acquire that particular ability, if you will, or that acknowledgement or that realization as to what your gift is and what you can build into a profitable, scalable business. And the Bible is telling me that this is the way my dreams will come true. Now, the other part of that sentence, and it says, and this is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 3. A fool is known by the multitude of his words. So it's classifying a person as a fool and saying that there's multiple words, no business. In other words, what that is I talk a good one, but don't produce anything. I say I'm going to do this, but I don't hold true to my word. And here's the thing, family. When you break a promise to yourself the first time, it becomes easier to do it a second time. And if you will break a promise to you, you will certainly break your promise and your word to me. Why? Because you mean more to you than I will ever mean to you. If there was one of us that had to fall out of a plane without a parachute, I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say, you probably say I'm going out the plane. Good luck on the way down. God be with you. You're probably going to last rites. But I'm probably going out the plane. If there's one parachute and we're both in there, you're probably going to send me without a backpack, without a parachute. Human nature, self-preservation. The Bible is saying that that person who is only talking is a fool. The realization is they have nothing. They will stay, maybe perhaps, on a job without their dreams really coming true. Remember that disparity between your dreams and your ability, it gets wider and wider. Why? This is what the Bible says. I didn't make it up, but I certainly believe it and I follow it because I recognize it to be true. So if you want to have your dreams come true, the Bible is saying don't be a fool and just talk. It's saying do what it is that you say you're going to do for you. It doesn't say that your neighbor's dreams will come true through the multitude of your businesses. It doesn't say that. This is an individual walk. So as it says that Steve Harvey is successful because he is building his businesses. It does not say build your business to make him successful. It says build your businesses and do what you say to make you successful. And if you don't, you're a fool and you're just talking. Oh, I would do this. Oh, I would do that. It sounds great. You know what? When Thursday comes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to write out this business plan. I'm going to really get me a gift assessment. I'm going to find out how do I find out and identify what my gift is, because I'm told I believe this crazy guy is saying something right. And I believe, like he said, that I have my gift. And I want to know what that gift is. On Thursday, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to find out what he can help me with in order to identify. Thursday comes, you go through the breakfast process, you go through the working out process. You go to work, you watch TV when you come home, you eat dinner, you scratch your head, you look at TikTok, you look at Instagram, you send an email to your friend, you pay a bill, and before you know it, it's 10, 11, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and when the sun was high in the sky, you were distracted. Now that the sun is gone and it was the time to go to sleep, your body is, of course, calling for the sleep portion of it. You didn't keep your word to yourself. You didn't even reach out and look to see what your gift was in order to start formulating the business, the funnel, the scalable, whatever the premium value offer. You didn't take the first step. You broke your word to yourself. Friday, it'll become easier to break it again, because then you start feeling down and you start feeling depressed. So family, what I'm saying is, how about if we make a conscious effort? Let's just see if we can apply what the word says to bring about what the word says you can have. What's the risk? Nothing. You'll end up the same place you are right now, for better or for worse. What's the upside? Your dreams can come true. The things that you think about and conceive in your mind can come to reality. And you can absolutely get up in the morning and go, my God, this is an awesome day. My businesses, I look online and I'm making money while I slept. I can get up this morning and go play golf. I can go play tennis. I can go swim. I can focus on my business and go back to living my life because I took a chance on me and I put the word to work. Family, it may sound as if this is so obscure. It may sound foreign, and there's a reason why. Because maybe, possibly, you've never heard these things explained like this. Most people are talking up here about businesses. Most people are really talking as if it's only for a select few. I admit there is only one Bill Gates. There's only one Warren Buffett. That is true. Michael Dell is only one person. Just listen. I'm not saying Jeff Bezos is only one of them. But here's the thing, and you'll pardon me for being so forward. There's only one you. That's right. You are so unique that God only made one of you. And the same way he made one of them, he made one of you. And the only difference between you and someone else is that they believed it and started moving toward it, versus you have to be convinced or take a moment to start believing it and then moving toward it. And then you can have, get this, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. You keep dreaming, you can create it and still have it. That's the beautiful part about it. What you cannot get from a job is literally unlimited. A job, you're going to be capped. You'll never make more than your CEO. I promise you. Most won't make more than their supervisor, because that's why they're your supervisor. They make more. You will definitely never make more than your CEO. It is impossible to do. So you are capped. But when it is your business, you have no cap. Simple as that. So this day, why don't we start, and you guys, this is the holiday weekend, it's 4th of July weekend, but this is applicable. We can use this any day of the week, for Christmas, for New Year's, your birthday. You don't need a reason to get started. The only thing you have to do is apply the word, and let's just see if it works. You can say, I'm going to do this to the best of my ability, and I'll see where I end up. At the worst case, I'll still be on my job. I'll still be pulling down my salary, and I'll be no better off, no worse off. You'll be right where you are. But if I'm right, meaning the Bible is right, you will be better off than you have ever been in your life. And that is a fact. And everybody will recognize that we have the Warren Buffetts, and we have the Jeff Bezos, and we have the Bill Gates, and we have you, an exceptional individual whose dreams are coming true. There you have it. Family, thank you so much. I'm TSpeaks. If you liked what you heard, if something has pushed you a little further to starting a business, if you've decided to change your mind and then change your life, why don't you comment? Why don't you like this? Why don't you share it? Let me know what you think. I'm so glad that you've taken the time to listen. And now I'm going to be so glad that you're going to take the steps, because your businesses, your dreams will come true through your businesses. I'm TSpeaks. Change your mind, change your life.